Good morning once again. I cannot help but thank everybody of the Aurobindo Nursery School and the Future Foundation School, those who performed, those who directed, those who stood, those who watched, and those who supervised. Everybody without exception. Parents, teachers, students, trustees, well-wishers, every single person joins us in paying homage on Sri Aurobindo's 151st birthday and India's 76th Independence Day. Thank you very, very much. You have seen everything. I want to thank everybody. But as I thank everybody, I can share with you the imagery that came to my mind. I don't know whether it's an imagery that everyone shares with me. And I start with the little skit that was performed along with the just man. Sri Aurobindo leading the footsteps and we walking. That's how it concluded. Believe you me, my experience of 22 years full-time here in Mothers and Sri Aurobindo's institution and my mother's experience for 24 years before that is nothing different. Sri Aurobindo has walked in front, along and behind us every single second of our journey. I will add that as I walk, I no longer realize whether he leads, whether he walks with me, or whether the walking is his. I don't distinguish, I can't distinguish anymore. As I go to sleep every night, I pause, I reflect, I look back, and I wonder, did I walk? And a doubt creeps into my mind. What happens therefore in my life? What happened in my mother's life? What happens to many, many people like us, who surpass us, those beyond us, and who are far above us? What is life? Life is a conversation. What is that conversation? That conversation is, in Sri Aurobindo's words, the conversation between the human disciple and the divine teacher to arrive at the core of the teaching. There is nothing else, nothing more to life. Where did I coin these three phrases? These are chapter titles from Sri Aurobindo's essays on the Gita. What you heard today in Krishna Arjuna Samvada of the 10th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita is exactly that. A conversation, an eternal conversation that never stops and is between each one of us present here. Every time we ask ourselves, every time we pause, every time we reflect, and every time we get an answer, it is the answer of eternal answer of Krishna to Arjuna. The Gita is nothing but symptomatic of each one's question and the divine's answers to that. As I go on, I talked a little bit about war. The world today is full of war. War outside, war inside, war between each one of us, war within each parts of us, parts of our being, parts of our consciousness, at war with each other. What is it? That war you heard today twice in this program. In Aurobindo Nursery School and in Future Foundation School. Shiva Tandava Stotram. Shiva in his eternal dance What does Shiva's eternal dance represent? Shiva is the god of destruction. The Adi Yogi represents the end of the world that we know it. But it also represents the world, the earth that is about to be born. So that juncture of Amrita Bandhan is exactly what Shiva stands for. As he dances, that nectar of immortality becomes available to each one of us. As we taste that nectar of immortality, like in Noah's Ark, we make the great transition to the new world. When we have enough of us who have asked and who have got answers, among us those who have been witness to and participated in the Shiva Tandavam, then we will know that we are guaranteed a birth in the new world. In that new world, or of that new world, what do we see today? And that brings me to the performance of the French teachers and students, Swan Lake, or rather the French students, Swan Lake. And in Swan Lake, you had a story of two swans. I am reminded of a photograph of a painting done by Pramod Chatterjee, very famous painter, which adorns Sri Aurobindo's room in Pondicherry. And below that you see two swans flying in the bright sky, azure blue. And in that picture, below that the mother has written, Les annonciateurs du monde supramental, the messengers of the supramental world. So what I saw today in front of me was nothing short of that. It was a story of triumph, a story of victory, and in Mother's words, I will tell you, I salute you, my brave little soldiers. I give you my call to the rendezvous with victory. Victoire à la douce mère. Thank you everybody once again.